politicians won't speak out against it because it's not popular. The churches don't speak out against it because they know they're not going to sit on the pew. It's time for God's people to begin to recognize the areas that are taking place in this country, begin to pray and ask God to begin to move in that direction, to begin to ask us to help us to move in that direction. Because I don't believe in discounting anybody. I don't believe in giving up on anybody. Right. I believe that God can do what nobody else can do because we're at a place now that only God can turn this thing around.
Yes.
And if we pray, God says that the prayers of the righteous availeth much. And if we stand together as a unified people, then we can benefit. We can come from this. And it's not black or white, because the bottom line is when young black men go out and rob, they don't discriminate.
That's right. Right.
If a white person look like they got more money, they're going to rob them. Yeah. If a Mexican look like he got more money today, they're going to rob him.
Yeah.
So for certain people to just sit back and believe, well, that's their problem. That's what Hitler said. That's what happened with Hitler. Malcolm X told him years ago, the roosters going to come home and roost. And they criticized him for it because he could see the handwriting on the wall. He could see the handwriting on the wall. I'm all for equality. I'm all for all of these things that people fought and died for. But there's more to being able to live where you want to live.
That's right.
So, just because I can go live in East Brainerd, if that's why I want to live that, and then move away and leave a whole generation of people.
Help us, Jesus. Help us.
I'm not benefiting. Because those same young men that I forget and leave there might show up one day. Oh, my daughter's on, talk about, I'm in love with her. Hey, you don't do something about them now, they're going to come home tomorrow.
That's right.
So we need to continue to pray that God stops the genocide. And ask us to help how we can stop the genocide. And if you don't know what genocide is, it basically means to eradicate a particular group of people, to remove them, to isolate that particular group of people and seek out to destroy them. Help us, in the name of Jesus, stop the genocide. Help us stop the genocide. Help us with the wisdom and the direction. You know, they're talking about the gangs and all this, and they all on TV having one little party after another. And yeah, we having this block party. That's the problem now. There's too many parties.
Hello.
There's been too many parties. There's been too many people on television trying to get the picture in the paper, trying to get their face on television. A party don't solve nothing.
That's right.
So, it's going to take hard work. It's going to take commitment. It's going to take dedication. It's going to take grassroots efforts. It's going to take a whole lot more than spending $75,000 to hire somebody to tell us a problem that we already know exists.
That's right. That's right.
See, we got to get beyond just sitting back talking about it, because that's what we've been doing for years, talking about it. Talking about it. Until we begin to put stuff into action. And if the city don't begin to take some type of plan, they don't begin to take some type of step, some grassroots efforts, until we start creating programs to get these young men off the street, until we start focusing on the fact that it's lack of education that caused them to turn to that, until we start recognizing that it's the tore up homes that make them seek love out on the street that they're not getting at home, and until we start recognizing that it's the power that is keeping them oppressed, that is keeping them from being able to move forward, until we begin to recognize that if we educate their mind, it'll set them free.
That's right.
When we begin to address the issues that take place in the homes that cause them to want to go out on the street. It's a sad day when a person would rather be in jail than be home. It's a sad day that we've come to this place. And until we begin to address these issues, until we begin to work and pray that the word of God is spoken in every home, even if they're not living, every day we need to pray that somehow, somebody, somewhere will go into every home and at least proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ. Somewhere in the course of that day, if it's no more than them flipping through the TV channels and hearing Pat Roberts, of all folks, saying something about Jesus. We need to pray that. Because there's something about that name. Something about that name.
Yes, yes.
Something about that name, Jesus. Pray for the mothers that lead these young men. Pray for the fathers that father these young men. That God will begin to touch their hearts and turn them back to their children.
Yes.
Begin to recognize that they have a responsibility to them. I don't know who's worse, the mamas or the daddy. Help us, God.
Yep.
Women go out, have kids. You know you got 7 kids with somebody else.